to recommend you guys a book. Check it out. Rocket Fuel. This book is really good. And let me explain what I mean by that, okay? I'm talking to you guys that you work in a team, you work, you have a business. And by the way, I'm here outside in Bel Air, so just parked, and I wanted to give you guys this value because it's really important, and this book has really helped me. And it has helped a lot of people that I lead, and it's a really, really good book. So this book is for you that's watching this. If you're running a business, if you're a loan officer or a realtor, you're running a business, okay? Because if you're a realtor or a loan officer and you're by yourself, you're a solo agent, you're stuck, okay? You're stuck. There's gonna be a point where you're gonna be capped, meaning that you're gonna be stuck at 200,000, 300,000, and you can't make more than that because there's just 24 hours in one day. You need some sleep. You have a lot of things going on, personal and work, and you just can't do more because you run out of time. So you're gonna be stuck. So what I learned, I can't tell you how to be a billionaire because I haven't gotten there yet. I'm close, but I'm not there yet. But I run a lot of businesses, and I made 30 million last year. 30 million. I was shooting for 50, but I made 30. So 30 is a pretty good number. So if you want to learn from me, I'm in my 30s, made 30 million last year, and you guys see the life that I have. Well, listen to this. I'll give you value based on where I am, and this year, give or take, I'll make 100 million. Okay, even in the recession, this is the biggest opportunity, and this is the biggest times to take advantage of these opportunities for people that are prepared, people that have the resources and the relationships. If you burn your bridges, then you're fucked. Especially if you don't have any resources, you're even more fucked. So for you good people out there, I just want to give you guys some value really quick. If you're a solo agent, if you're a business owner, if you're making 1 million, $500,000, $250,000, or 10 million or up, listen to this. You're not gonna get past where you are until you start hiring people. And it's very important. People ask me, like, Albert, in business, what's the number one thing you would have done differently? And I'm gonna give you guys that answer right now. So what I would have done differently is to right away jump on the whole visionary and integrator roles. What I mean by that is I am the visionary and Syl is the integrator. What is an integrator? An integrator is like a COO, operations. You could call it a lot of different ways. Manager, president, it's all the same thing, operations. That's what an integrator is, okay? A visionary is the vision. It's me. So for example, like a visionary has 10 new ideas every week. Most of them are not the best, but the integrator makes them, identifies which ones are the best ones, and the integrator's job is to make them come true, to execute them. So a few of those 10 great ideas that you have every week, visionaries, are brilliant, like 2 of them, but the other 8, and that's just how you are. A visionary is just thinking big, always creating. And these ideas are what keeps the company growing. These ideas keep the company growing, and in some cases take your company to the moon, where your company is worth $1 billion, $1 trillion, and that's where you go. Now, it's very important to do it sooner than later. In the beginning, you're everything. You're the visionary, you're the integrator, and you're everything for the company. The company runs all on you. So in the beginning, if you could find a partner that excels as the integrator, and you excel as the visionary, or maybe you are the integrator, but if you're gonna start a business, you find a visionary, because you need both. You can't scale a company to billions, to 100 millions, to even 10 million without an operator and a visionary. You need both, okay? Like, for example, I see the future, but Syl makes it happen. Like, think about me and Syl. Me and Syl. I'm saying it like Tim Story now says it. Syl. So me and Syl are like what Walt and Roy were to Disney. What Henry Ford and James Cousins was at Ford. Ray Kroc and Fred Turner were to McDonald's. That's what me and Syl are. And yeah, you might be thinking, hey, I'm crazy, but you know what? I quite frankly don't give a shit what you think. Because I've been, people have been talking down to me, talking shit, and saying that I'm never gonna make it, making fun of me, and look at me now, and look at those people now. I show my results I let my results do the speaking, and I am so focused on that I just continue to pile on results after results after results, and enough of results, just do a lot of speaking. So I'm not concerned about what people think. Okay, so founders and creators are usually very passionate about their product, their service, their company, and their customers, and you have a lot of pride in that, and that's what makes them unique. And it's very important for you to stick to that role and focus only on those activities. So when you don't have an operator, when you don't have an integrator, what happens is that you start doing other things that you're not supposed to, that you're not the best at. So you need to focus on your vision, on being the visionary, and you gotta let the operator, the integrator, focus on being operations. Very important. That's the one thing that I would have done from the start. I should have identified it, but I didn't know this. So in the beginning, you know, I think that my job is, I think I'm the CEO. So everybody that, you start a company, and you just, it's ego, and you think, oh, I'm the CEO, I'm gonna call my company Albert Home Loans, and I'm gonna do my own event, and it's gonna, and I'm gonna be the boss, and all the glory is on me and all that. But very, very few people have what it takes to be that. You know, very few. There's only one visionary that's gonna be, you know, what I like, the names I mentioned. And a visionary can take you with them, and you can all win, and win big. Like, there's huge companies where, like Microsoft, I always talk about that. Steve Ballmer and Bill Gates are both worth 100 billion, the same thing. And Steve Ballmer was like the 7th highest paid person in the company. He was the 7th highest paid employee. He was an employee. So you guys get the point. Everyone can win as long as you have some ownership in the company, and the company scales to billions, possibly $1 trillion, then you made it big. So it's very important to understand that, to understand business. And remember, like, a visionary is big on research, on development, high level stuff. They excel on closing big deals, solving big problems. They don't care about smaller things and more details. That's something that goes to the integrator. Integrator solves all the little problems and all the details. There's a lot of details. A visionary is not focused on details. They're focused on growth, on scaling, on recruiting, on the company vision, ideas, strategy. So they always have a pulse on the market and industry that you're in. You get mentorships. You learn about the industry. You get a mentor that's in your industry. You see things that others can't, which sets you up perfectly to paint the vision of your company. So having said that, let me know if this makes sense. Once again, I want you guys to get this book. Get this book, Rocket Fuel, read it. Hopefully you have a couple. You're a couple where one of you is an integrator and one of you is a visionary, and you guys work together, and you guys will go a very long way. And if you work under a company, then you might be an integrator and the operator. So there's a lot of people that are under me that I coach, that I mentor, that are part of my company, one of my company, like of many of my companies, and they are a couple, and I see that one's a visionary and one's an integrator. You can be both. So and I gave them the book. I referred them the book. I recommended. I pretty much forced them to read the book. I said, hey, read this book. I guarantee you that it'll make you 3 times, 4 times more the money you're making right now. So if I tell you it makes you 3 times, 4 times more money than you're making right now, would you read this book or not? It's a really good book. Read it. Make sure you take advantage of it, and it'll just save you 10 years. 10 years that I lost by not knowing this from the start. So hopefully this helps. Like I said, all I want to do is give you guys value so that you don't make the $1 million mistakes I made, and you learn from them, and you still make little mistakes, because you're going to make little mistakes, but avoid making those huge mistakes that I made, and you will be so much more ahead of me by the time you reach my age of 39. So having said that, have a great Friday. Remember, Friday is a very important day. It's not the start of the weekend. It's a day to take leaps and get ahead of your competition. Let me know if you like this. Comment, share, like, subscribe, and share it with all the people you know, and let me know what other topics you want me to cover, talk about, and I want to just give you guys some value. Comment below. Love you guys.